How does cueing or prompting facilitate acting on knowledge for a social situation or routines or expectation a person has, or even maybe um, not of themselves, but a person within their community or family?
So, visual supports and cueing, there's really a nice research base on this for supporting social development, for engaging in social situations. And so when people sometimes they have scripts or stories that help them engage socially or help them participate in a social situation that might have some unpredictable qualities, that they have some phrases or things they might say or to certain people. So sometimes there can be cueing for things that you say to your employer. Sometimes there can be cueing for things that you say to the person at the coffee shop when you're ordering. Sometimes, if you are going on a date and there are things you want to say, things you want to say in a job interview versus things that you want to say to a family member over the holidays. So sometimes cueing can actually really help people rehearse things that they want to say to certain people, or self-regulation for things that, like, I don't like what someone said to me. I can ask to remove myself for a minute. I can take 5 and come back. I can change the topic. So some cueing can actually be very beneficial for the nuances of social engagement and social language, which is so complicated. So yes, there's great need for cueing, scripts, kind of helping people plan to navigate social situations. And it's not perfect, but again, it can make the difference between someone isolating themselves and getting depressed versus, okay, I have a few strategies. I can go on this job interview and I can say a few things, so that's a great point, Christy.
Thank you for sharing that, because we just had a month that we concentrated on strategies. And so what you just talked about were some really good strategies and a topic to think about and to be able to have a script. That is an awesome strategy.
Yeah. One of the things I was thinking about is it shows the natural progression or the integration between something like Cue My List and Strategize My Life, both, right, part of the best suite. But the idea is, if you're going to a party and you have a checklist of all the things that you do at a party, and then the first thing on the checklist is to look at Strategize My Life and look at a certain set of strategies for going to a party. Now all of a sudden they can do that. They can prepare for that ahead of time and be very proactive in their approach to that socialization kind of a situation, versus kind of going in cold and being thrown by different kinds of communications or conversations that they might get themselves into. So yeah, it was a really great integration between the two different tools.
Great.